Hi, I'm Menza. I post a game every day until I reach 500 elo. I am currently rated 441. Okay, so we are black and we will see what happens. My opponent is rated 419. Looks like they're going to start doing some London moves. And do I want to keep everything developed? I will actually put this pawn out. So if bring that Mountie out, it will be protecting that if I want to decide to push. And if I want to take, because they haven't obviously done anything, they're going to take me back. So we're going to do our Mountie. And I usually like to get into pushing this pawn, which would be like a French uh, opening. It just depends on what happens with this pawn. Everything has went. See, it's pushed now, which means I can go into the French. So then there will be an exchange there, and my old priest can take back. So, oh, and I guess I should have watched my knight. Well, that was poor by me, obviously. And I'm going to take back with the queen, seeing as how I don't want to wreck my king pawns. I didn't pay attention that my knight was under attack. So now my queen is getting attacked. I am looking here, which is a very weak spot. Though, can I get another piece in there? Or do I just retreat my queen? So I have managed to blow a piece so far, but anyway, we'll see what happens. Sometimes I can come back. It's that movie, sometimes they come back. So if I take this, it's attacked by the bishop and the knight. So, and the queen. So I am actually going to take. And then there's this file here for if I want to get my rook started to be developed in there. And I want to look at getting my old priest out. I will put him here, and my young priest can come here. But the first thing I should do is start getting this Mountie out. Seeing as how my other Mountie was just, I lost him. And we can get our bishop here, which pins the knight. They could easily attack it, and they're doing that, so which is attacking my knight here. If I take that knight, they take back with their bishop, and that bishop is really looking pretty strong, taking a lot of pieces here. And I can get my bishop up here if I want, but I don't usually like putting it there. So I'm gonna start developing more of my pieces here. And they might take that knight, which I will take back. And if they get this taken off, they are, I will obviously have to take back. And if they get another piece in there, then I have a problem. But I'd like to get castled. And then that doesn't seem to be as much of a problem. They get their knight here. My rook would be there, so I could castle, and then that knight is not pinned. And I could also put my bishop there, but I would like to get castled. Okay. We have to watch. This bishop is protected by the queen. That is the only thing. And here comes their queen. So with this being attacked by the knight, the bishop is looking right through. I don't really like how the queen is coming in. So is there somewhere that I can get a little bit of problem started? This bishop right now is not defended. So if I take it, oh, it is defended by the queen. And I obviously take that, then they'll take back. Okay, so if I get my knight up here, if I get my bishop brought into it, I would like my young priest to get into the development here. So they are looking here. It is protected by the rook, and if they get their queen or something else on there, then there's a real problem. And I could consider attacking the knight with my bishop. Okay, they're doing that. And if I push this pawn, the queen is being attacked by my bishop automatically. And I'm attacking that bishop. So they can't just take it back because, well, if they take it, then I take with my knight. And I'm looking at the queen, though. That is what they have to focus on, I think. So they will have to move their queen or I'm taking it. And they are rated 419. Okay, so they are taking that bishop. So now when my bishop takes their queen, they are looking at that, obviously, that pawn. But I can't resist to take the queen. And I'm looking at that knight as well. So, and I'm looking at this. Well, now they've taken that, but that's pretty much to be expected. And that knight can get here, which would be attacking my queen, though we need to cause a little more problem. So my rook comes over, and if it's attacking that, well, it is defended by the knight, though I could attack the knight. And would I do the knight attack first or bring my rook over? Because this could be dealt with. They have not castled yet. And actually, what am I talking about? I am attacking their bishop with my pawn. So I looked around a little bit, and sometimes I don't notice these things, so I'm glad I did, because now it's showing me up +6. And if they take that, they'll be attacking my queen. I will bring my queen someplace. Okay, they had a piece to take. So my bishop comes up here. Let's have a look. I also could take this file over. my bishop goes here, it's looking at that bishop, and they could obviously do some wrecking of pawns, and they've got their knight on that as well, so I don't really like that too much. Though I don't want them to have too much power in there. And my queen, if it comes up here, well, it could be causing problems. It could also come other places. No, not because of these. The knight and the bishop stops anything over here. So do I just develop my rook on the open file? And we have to look at this being very vulnerable to the fact that if I move it right now, this rook, then this is totally open, but it is actually not attacked right now. So we will go over. And then when I move my bishop, okay, they've castled. So when I move my bishop, I've got that file, and is there somewhere I can move my bishop that really looks fantastic? Right here, it's not defended. My queen could come. Gotta quit looking over there. I can't go over there. And they've got their old priest, which means that I have to watch all the dark squares. I've got my old priest as well, which could attack it. If I go there, then it is undefended. Mine would be too, though. So that doesn't work. So if I go here, they are undefended. Oh, don't you see the rook? Okay, I don't want to double the rooks for them. I'm feeling like I will just move my queen up. And it's still showing me up +3. I'm now attacking that knight. So they have to do something to protect it, perhaps push a pawn. And once I do that, taking that, if they allow me to, see, they have not allowed me to, which I would expect. If I bring my queen over here, if I bring my bishop here, it puts them in check. And could move. Okay, and what else? They might be wanting to get rooks doubled. And I want to get my other rook into this, so if I go right here, seems good. So I'm looking right now at this square here, and if my bishop could get in there, and or my queen. Okay, so they're doing that. If I push that pawn, it's protected by the bishop, so it would be attacking their bishop. So do I want to do that? I feel like I like that, seeing as how it is protected by the bishop. This pawn here is protected by the queen, and a bunch could be happening where I'm right down there at their king. I have lost a lot of time here. Okay. So they've moved their bishop. So if I put my bishop here, it stops that attack, and I'm up material, so I do want to exchange things. This pawn is, the knight could take it, but I would take their bishop. And is their knight attacking anything else? No, so we will attack that bishop. I could also get thinking of pushing that pawn if their bishop does, well, if their bishop goes there, I obviously just take it. So they take with their rook. I take and they take back, and then I take and then they take me back. So oh, watch your queen. If I go right here, doesn't protect that. If I go right here, I'm attacking that. So what if I take this with my, no, I put my rook right there. I could double them there. And they have two knights, which are tricky. So I'm gonna bring that rook up here, and then we'll get the other one doubled. So we've got protected. Everything is protected. The queen is in on the protection, so I feel like 3, 4, 5. They have 5 pieces, and I have 4 pieces, but I have a queen. So now I should have actually considered moving the queen. So if I bring exactly what? Obviously can't just take that for either reason. If I take it, they take my rook back and I take their knight. And then my queen is sitting there open. So I will do this, and this is not attacked. The bishop is protected multiple times, though the queen and the rook are sitting there with no defense. So that is not very nice. So they brought their other rook into it. So now if I take that bishop, they take with their rook, and then I take. They can take with their knight also, which would be attacking my queen. But I take. They take with their knight, and I take their knight for nothing. And okay, let's have a look here. I gotta watch my back rank too. My rook here is, I believe, I'm very thankful for that. Okay, so now my queen is under attack by that knight. So if I take this, then they will be taking me back, and then they'll be defending that knight. Okay, so shows me still up +2. So if my queen comes here, I'm looking at the diagonal funny again, of course. And okay, where could my queen go? It has to be moved. And here. Okay, so it protects the pawn still. And it could be attacked, of course, though I am on that square and I need to get this rook over, which I obviously can't do right now. So if I take and then they take me back, then I'm losing my queen, and they have a rook and 2 knights against 2 rooks. They take back. But if I take that right now, my rook is looking at that rook and my queen is looking at that. Okay, so that could be considered. Oh, yes, okay. So I take, then I lose my rook. Why can't it just be my other rook is over there into this, but it's not. Okay. If I take, they take, and I can't take that. So I obviously have to move my queen. And obviously they can move someplace to put my queen under attack, then they lose that. That's protected. Okay, so now my queen comes here, it's attacking that rook. And that knight is right now undefended. So if I come over, if I go right there, I'm attacking the rook and the knight. The rook is obviously defended, but the knight that's defending it is not. And my queen is under attack, so let's put it there. And now we're looking here, that's undefended, and my queen is going to be continuously attacked. So if I put them in check, then they're attacking my queen. And I go there, they have to either go here, obviously, or there. And so are they going to do something to trap my queen? I don't really know. But I do seem to have to do forcing moves to get anywhere, I think. And my king needs flight squares as well. So I could take this knight right now. And I have enough to go to the back rank there to protect, so I will get my piece back. And that knight can't go here, which would be a very dangerous square for my rook and my queen. So this is under attack, and we are going to figure out trying to get some different stuff happening here. If I go right there, I am not attacking anything. I could attack that rook right there and put him in check. So I will do that. Check. They go there. Now I need to be able to get something else up there. And I don't want my king trapped here. Let's look at this and see. If I push this pawn, that is not attacked, so it's okay. And nothing is being attacked of mine right now, so and I'm getting down in time. Okay. So I've got to be hasty without making the worst moves possible, which I often do when I'm down in time. So that they are pushing that pawn. Okay, so I am going to get my king brought a bit up. Now they're attacking my rook, and if I go here, okay, that's safe. We gotta get many safe moves without having too much time done here. So I can't go there with that rook. If I double my rocks, okay, now they're attacking my queen. If I go here with my queen, and that is not defended, so I have to go here and put him in check, okay? So now they have to move their king, and this is going to be, no, it's not going to be taken. Okay, so I will take, if I take, then they take my queen, and okay, I can't do that. Go here. So obviously I have to keep on doing attack or protection on that. So my king obviously has to go back here. And we will see my queen. My queen can continue to protect that. Oh, see, I could almost set my watch to doing that, I guess. So protect that. And there, I lost my queen. I have a minute and 5 seconds. They have 13:33, so I've wasted a lot of time, obviously. And I can put them in check right now. So this would be my only saving thing, is putting them in check, because I need, though I can't put them in check at this situation. And my rook can't come over there. That knight is going there, and if I take this, and it has to obviously go someplace, and if it goes here, it's attacking that knight, which is now going to be something I could try to take, and that's protected. So what have they done? They went down there to put me in check. I gotta get out of check, and the only thing I can do is put my rook in the way. Okay. So they do that, and if I take that, I can't. I can't even move up. I'm in check. Okay. Okay. Okay, that was kind of neat. Checkmate. Okay, well, when I get down in time, I really do blow pieces and make bad moves, but I know that already. But that was a decent game. Thanks for watching. Bye.